the abode of the giants. On the way to the peak, one should throw flower seeds on the way. The journey to the fall will be peaceful. If the thorns are laid, there will be thorny bushes on the way back. I am narrating such an unforgettable incident for you readers, which I hope you will remember for a long time be done. Uncle Eunice was the eldest among 4 siblings. He had studied up to matriculation. The rest of the siblings were uneducated. The people of the village called him Chaudhry. He was friendly with Nasim. Nana was interested in 40 acres of land. After Jonana's death, he arranged with Patwari and Tassilder to get his name. When the other siblings found out, they started asking for their share of land. Uncle refused to give the land and said Father had given the land to me before he died. Uncle took some elders of the village and went to him. They explained a lot to Uncle. These are your brothers and sisters. You all have an equal share in your father's land. Give your brothers and sisters their share of land. They will also be happy, and Allah will be pleased. But despite the effort, the uncles remained stubborn. Frustrated with this, he knocked the door of the court, or because of his influence, he won the court battle. Vali used to calculate the income. There was a good amount of income from the land. Out of 40 acres of land, 2 acres of land were uninhabited. There was an old grave here. People thought that a good servant of Allah was buried in this grave, or some invisible creature lived, due to which the crop of Chaudhry Yunus gave a higher average than other people. Life is a test of patience and gratitude. Those who succeed in this test, life is only theirs. Those who ignore the importance of patience and gratitude will fail in this world and in the hereafter. Greed makes the intellect its slave. Uncle was also greedy for more and more. He thought many times that this uninhabited land should be settled so that it can be cultivated, so that the income will increase. One day he informed his minister Liaquat of his intention. The minister said, "Okay, Chaudhry sir, we will start the work in the morning. In 8 to 10 days this land will be leveled." On the second day, when the work of leveling the land with the grave started, the elders of the village came to my uncle and said, "Do not make this land flat. There is a good servant of Allah buried here, or some invisible creatures live. Do not disturb them. Allah has given you many things. It will happen." They stopped the work by obeying the adults. At night, an unseen force came to the uncle, seeing which he got scared. "Who are you, and what do you want?" "I am anyone." "What is the purpose of this?" "To tell you that your uninhabited and barren land is our habitat. There will be a lot of loss. The income of your lands may also be lost." Saying this, he left the room and disappeared from his uncle's eyes by dissolving in the air. In the morning, Uncle called Munshi to him and told him the incident of the night and forbade him to level the land with the grave. As time passed, one day Uncle had a stroke and he remained bedridden. There was no work, so his son Haris left his education incomplete and returned to the village. Now he was overseeing the lands in this regard when he spoke to Munshi. He said that he intended to make a farm. First talk to the elder Chaudhry. He has forbidden to settle this land. An invisible creature lives here, and also described the incident that happened to him. These ghostly things are all lies. They have nothing to do with reality. We have to settle our land we are not occupying. Someone else's land, which will be our loss. If there are unseen forces or ghosts, etc., they live here, they will go somewhere else and settle down. Hearing Eris's words, the uncle became worried. He explained a lot to his son, but he did not understand. Dust and darkness began to fall towards us. Only the mosque was safe from this storm. Then there was a strong explosion at the place where the grave was located. The working tractors fell like dry leaves. It belonged to the workers. We will not leave anyone today. We will erase your name and mark. You have ruined our peace and tranquility, killed our children. We will kill your generation. There were sighs and doomsday everywhere. An unseen force lifted Haris up to the roof and then released him. He fell on the floor with a thud. As soon as I heard the words of the call to prayer, there was peace everywhere. The people of the village rushed towards the mosque. The courtyard of the mosque was not very wide, so all the people of the village gathered in it and started appealing to the imam of the mosque for prayer. O creature of God, there is no fault of these poor people. They feed themselves and their children by doing labor at Chaudhry. Even today, these people went there to work. These people were unaware of your settlement. If you want to apologize for the mistake, please forgive Chaudhry Sahib too. Then suddenly an old man dressed in white appeared. O children of Adam, like you, we are the products of God, the exalted and the Most High. We are self-absorbed creatures. If they behaved, they came forward. We are ready to suffer the punishment. Let me look into our necks. Your religion is Islam. It teaches peace and tranquility. Tolerance and patience are its principles. The straight path is its path, and truth and justice is the spirit of faith. Chaudhry Yunus and the character of his son is in front of everyone. Lust of greed has turned him from a man to a beast. They have killed their right to increase. Their false glory and honor make the lives of brothers and sisters a torment. If you make a mistake, we will not forgive. Remember, at this time we are forgiving you people out of fear of God, but we will never forgive Chaudhry Yunus and his son. We will beat them to death. Lessons will be taught. They have shed the blood of their dreams and destroyed our settlement. They are not entitled to forgiveness. They can only get forgiveness if they return their land to their brothers and sisters and never visit our settlement again. People were listening to the words of that elder with their necks bowed, and everyone was trembling with their terror. Now I'm going. If Chaudhry doesn't listen to us, we will make him a lesson. The old man took a few steps back and then disappeared. The imam of the mosque addressed the people. We have made a mistake. In order to correct this mistake, we will have to pray again to the same creature and give charity to the place where the grave is. We will have to please this creature in any case. If we do not do this, the whole village will be reduced to ashes. At the same time, every servant of the village paid money to the imam of the mosque according to his position, and charity was given at the grave site in the evening. Uncle Yunus called his siblings there and gave them their share of land. The prosperity of the village started to recover again, but the condition of the uncle was worse than before. It was felt that the last time of the uncle was near. Chaudhry, sir, Please convince your brothers and sisters and apologize to them. According to the elders, the uncle called the siblings to him and asked for forgiveness for what he had done. All the siblings forgave him once again. Charity was distributed in the abode of the giants. People were eating charity rice that for a moment all something became bright. The imam of the mosque said, "Jinn has forgiven Chaudhry from the bottom of his heart." The next day, Haris admitted his father to a hospital in the city. Now he started to recover slowly after staying in the hospital for a month. He came home, they were found. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.